These lights just don't want to show me off, do they? Sage. Um, yeah, 24 days, no painkillers. And that's with the ability to get some. So that's pretty big. Um, yeah, I decided that we'll have to have two teeth pulled soon, and it's going to take everything I have in me, but I'm going to tell them to give me Motrin or nothing. I got two kids, so I can handle a little bit of pain, I should think. I don't know, like every other time I've tried to quit, I know damn well the painkillers cause more pain. Way much more pain. Uh, my back really hasn't hurt that much lately. Knock on wood. I don't think that works though. I think that's like detrimental to knock on wood or throw salt behind you or whatever the hell people do. Um, the more I try and make friends around here, the more I realize how many uh, junkies there are. Uh, since I've got off certain scripts, people don't talk to me or want to come around or, it's really sad. It's really sad. I actually had a chick block me, unfriend me, block me, say some very rude things the day I got my Xanax filled. So that shows you what kind of people are around here. So, if I got to stay in my own little box with my kids and, go on outings just us or, just go to the church, there's many good people there. Um, yeah, that's just going to have to be the life I have to have. Probation, uh, facing 28 months in prison if I screw up in the least. $50,000 secured bond, which I don't think people here seem to understand the gravity of what I've been through. I'm sure you've seen my post from earlier. Um, 4 years without a needle in my arm. March 11th, 2017 made 4 years to the day that I got locked up. And people also don't realize that when I was arrested, there was an open DSS investigation. I was using heroin. My ex, who shall not be named, was using heroin. That day I used heroin. I don't know how I passed a hair strand drug test. But anyway, I thought as long as I didn't do anything around my kids or keep anything on my person that I could just, not have to worry about jail. As long as I can make DSS happy and, keep somewhat low profile, it'll be okay. It's not okay. So everyone that thinks, oh, well, I don't ride dirty and, oh, my man's going to hold this dope and I ain't got to worry about nothing, that's bullshit. A day and a half in jail, which I know isn't shit to a lot of people, but for someone who's never been there, it really fucking sucked. And then I have a DSS lady come to me in the jail and inform me that I'm not going to see my children for 6 months. So I'm like, well, what? I didn't have any drugs on me. How do I have a possession charge? How do I have a conspiracy charge? I've never sold dope. Can't say I haven't done plenty of it, but I've never sold it. So I was, my mom, has been dead a long time, but, before she died, she got to see me on the news as a suspected heroin dealer. And that's something people don't think about either. Drug addicts do not understand what it does to your family. I spent years trying to save a hopeless marriage with a drug addict. I have a 12-year-old with anger issues that I don't know how bad they're going to get. And I refuse to let him get on pills to fix anything. Because between me and his biological father, the addictive personality is there, and I don't think feeding him speed and him getting the honor roll is worth a chemical addiction at 12. I have a 8-year-old who just doesn't really remember that much, and the 12-year-old has complete animosity towards him for it. Um, I guess what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, I fought to keep my kids. I did. I'm pretty proud of it. I mean, I really didn't see any other option. A lot of women and men don't try, they just completely give up. I remember, going days and days and throwing up, not even be able to eat, not even smoke a cigarette, um, waiting for my visit at DSS to go see my kids for 1 hour and trying to mentally prepare myself to have to say goodbye to them. I remember going to Logan's new school, because he was living with my dad. I had to go to his school, register him for school, and sign a paper saying that I was not allowed to eat lunch with him, pick him up, call the school, or make any kind of decision whatsoever about him. I remember Luke having to be put in daycare. I didn't have a job. When they did, I was lucky enough they let me move in with dad with the kids. But, I wasn't working. But Luke wasn't around to be around me more than 4 hours a day. Neither of the boys were. So he had to be put in daycare. Um, as to not be around me. People don't think about that shit, man. They don't think about what it's going to feel like. And there's so many people here, so many people in Beaufort County that have seen people go through it and they think, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I'm not an idiot. As long as, I don't keep nothing in my car or nothing in my house, or it's bullshit. So, this is the best lesson I could have got for my children. I can't wait till Luke takes Dare, because when Logan took Dare, it's a crock of shit. I don't know why DSS isn't mentioned in Dare, or foster care, or parenting classes, or mental anguish, depression. Kids that are raised by drug addicts, I don't know what the statistics are, but they're destined to, think at some point it's okay. I mean, I have to explain to my kids why I have a probation officer. They always knew Robbie screwed up, but not Mama. It's a hell of a thing to face. But I'm still going. I'm not dead yet. I'm not going to quit trying. And I'm not just trying for the kids. I'm actually trying for me this time. Yeah, I'm worth it. I'm worth being happy. Not very good at it, but again, the longer I'm off opiates, my brain will start doing its job. I know that's why my back's not hurting as much, because I'm actually, producing chemicals on my own instead of having them masked by medication. I guess that's all I have to say. I don't even know if I'll send this to anybody, but I know that, every time I make one of these videos, I look back at it and I know that I had some kind of personal growth. If I had the nerve, I'd go live on Facebook, but people that really know me, or people that know the old me, would think I was just being a hypocrite. They'd look at my eyes and think I was on something or whatever. There's people that don't know me who think I'm just tooting my own horn and that I'm fucking awesome. I am by no means awesome. But I do get up every day and I do exist. And I'm worth existing. God, I look so much better than the last time I made one of these videos. Amy, if I do send this to you, you will notice that, my God, my skin, the shape my skin was in a year ago, the last time I sent you a I Want to Quit Pills video, my skin was horrible. Freckles couldn't even fix it. I'm not as puffy, swollen, or gross, or, well, that has a lot to do with, eating real food and drinking water, and, hell, I don't know. All I know is I'm trying. Maybe I should YouTube this shit. Maybe. Now I get all them nice mean comments, and then the Gemini will come out. Don't need that. Alright, well, my God, I've gone on for 11 minutes. I reckon that's long enough. If you've made it this far, thank you. If you have a drug addict in your family, or if you are one, or if you're in love with one, particularly if you're in love with one, never do that can't beat 'em, join 'em shit, because that's what got me in the mess I was in. I just gave up. I dropped the ball. I said, fuck it. Now I'm on probation 4 years after the fact. Finally get a court date, get probation. I have to pay to go do community service. I have to pay $115 a month for driving a car. Everyone thinks, oh, well, this is not going to, it wasn't even my car. It's not like I had some, it doesn't matter. It's all about your company you keep. So now, I keep the company of my children. It's not very exciting, but sometimes boring is wonderful. Alright, that's it. Later.